That's the reality of the situation. They in the war, they in a fight, they just picked the wrong side. And it's like a bunch of motherfuckers mad at me because they picked the wrong side. And it's like, what the fuck that gotta do with me that you made a bad decision? It's not, I didn't make your decision for you. I didn't tell you what side to choose. They picked the wrong side and now they be in a way and be on a bunch of unnecessary shit because they picked the wrong side. And it's like, I don't need that shit. I need the people that's gonna be on the right side and do what's necessary to assist the right side with what needs to be done for us, because there's more people that pick the wrong side. There's more people in favor of those that pick the wrong side. So it's um like we need we need the motherfuckers we need for the good side. And unfortunately, it's not a lot of people on the good side. They pick the evil side because it's more convenient and they got the numbers. It's more of them than it is of people on the good side. So it's like, I don't know. For them, I guess it felt like it was more convenient, or they just don't believe in the power of God and understand like God is the ultimate power. And it's like, that's unfortunate. They didn't believe that God was the best decision, but it is what it is. I mean, that ain't got nothing to do with me, that they didn't believe God was the best decision for them. Like, they didn't believe that. They don't believe that God was the best decision for them. And it's like, well, what can I do when a person doesn't believe that the best decision for them was the best decision for them? What can I do? What can I do to make a person believe something they don't believe? When the numbers are in favor of the evil, the perception of powerful elite and who runs and controls everything is in favor of the evil. What can I do to convince a person that believes that that's true, that is not true? Nothing. It's like, you gotta know better. And it's like, if you're not awakened and you don't know, ain't nothing I could do to make you know something you don't know. It's like, if you don't have the spiritual competence to know that what is if you don't have the spiritual competence to know that what is more powerful is more powerful, then I can't make you believe or see something you don't see or something you don't believe. Because at the end of the day, it's not about convincing, it's not about persuading, it's about the truth and what's real. And if you don't believe that God is the ultimate and the right choice for your life, how the fuck can I make you believe such a thing if you don't believe it? How? How can I make you believe that if you don't? How the fuck can I do it? I can't even make you believe shit you don't believe. If you don't believe it, then it's like we in a war where one side where the opposition doesn't want to admit that they're the opposition and they made the wrong decision. They picked the wrong side. That's just the reality of the situation. They picked the wrong side and they don't want to acknowledge that in the war they picked the wrong side. Because this is war and they picked the wrong side and they don't want to acknowledge that they picked the wrong side. So, hey, what can I do? What can I do to make a motherfucker pick the right side? What can I do? When a motherfucker made the decision to pick the wrong side, and they believe that the side they picked is the right side. What the fuck can I do to make a motherfucker believe that the side they chose ain't the wrong side when that's what they believe? They rocking with their side. So I gotta rock with my side. I made my decision as well. I made my decision based on the truth and just based on how life been working for me. Mind you, I didn't even know that this was a war, and I didn't even know that there was dishonest homosexuals against anything. I didn't know that shit. I didn't know that there was people out here that's against the fact that you ain't one of them, and they are, and they're gonna go out of their way to be unpleasant and rude and ridiculous towards you because your decision to decide you want to be yourself and not what they are. I ain't know nothing about no shit like that. So it's like, now that I know, motherfuckers looking at me like I'm wrong. They looking at me like I'm the bad guy, and it's like, well, what the fuck did I do but be myself and not decide to be a follower like everybody else? And then I didn't even know that not being a follower meant that I was gonna be what they are. I ain't know that shit. This is all information that I learned and I didn't know prior to coming here, and shit that I learned in the course of the 4 years I've been here. Just me learning fast and going through life. So it's like, I ain't know nothing about none of this shit. I ain't know nothing about. Always been trying to figure out like why people give me the experience that they give me, and it's like it never made sense to me. Like how a motherfucker I don't know gone in their way to give me a bad experience, and I don't even fucking know that because of some shit that was going on that I didn't know nothing about regarding the truth about people's sexuality and shit. That's what it all boils down to. I said what I said. It's all sort of shit.